Hey guys, what's up? This is going to be a very quick video. We are going to be learning how to use disk wipe. Now, say you have maybe like a hard drive that is in your computer, not your boot drive, because this application has to be installed on your boot drive. But say you have a secondary hard drive that you have data on it, you took the data off, you want to sell the drive or throw it away. This is how to completely wipe it so no one else will get your data, because there is software out there that is data recovery software. Some of it's paid, some of it's free. The free versions, don't do as well of a job as the paid versions. But so, for example, I bought a laptop on eBay a couple of years ago, and I used a free program. I do not remember what it was called, but I was actually able to locate files, and I learned there were CSS files and JavaScript files, so it looks like this guy was a coder possibly. So this also works really well with flash drives. So it doesn't matter what information you have on it, if it's tax information, personal identifiable information, PII, if it's just schoolwork or personal stuff. If you're going to give that flash drive to someone else, even a family member, or if you're selling it or giving it to a friend, it's always worth it to completely wipe it clean. Not just reformat it, because even if a drive's reformatted, you can still get the data from it. So I'm going to be, for example, for this example, I have a flash drive in my computer called new volume, and the letter is F. The drive letter is F. You got to make sure you're choosing the right letter, but it's just disk wipe free software. You just want to go down to download free disk wipe right now, and then click here to download disk wipe. Make sure you don't click these. You want to keep it, and it comes as an executable. So I'm going to pull this off, and then I'm just going to push this right there. And it's a standalone application, okay? So I'm going to click disk wipe, and it's going to ask for the user account control, and it's open on my other monitor, so I'm going to bring it right here. So this is what disk wipe looks like. So you have your local disk C, and that's just the Windows default letters, C, and you can change C. And then you have all of your other drives. Now, that disk wipe is on your Windows, on the drive that the OS is installed. You cannot wipe this drive because, just can't do it. You'd have to do it externally. So here's all my drives, and then we can see that my flash drive is new volume F. Okay, and it shows some information about it. And what you then want to do is just click wipe disk, and then it's going to ask you, you're going to select the file system and format options. So mine is 32 gigabytes, so we want to do NTSF. FAT and FAT32 are very old. We don't have a half gig flash drive or a 1 gig flash drive or whatever. So all of the new flash drives, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, we want to do the Windows file system as NTFS. And then you want to click next. Okay, so we have a couple erasing patterns here, and when I was working at the computer repair shop, that we are a legitimate business of the state, we used the DoD, the Department of Defense wipe. Now, we can see we have one pass zeros quick, so it rewrites the disk with ones and zeros, binary, and it's a quick one. Then we have one pass random. Okay, one pass zero, so it's just zeros. One pass random, so it's 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, blah, 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 blah. We have a Russian one, which is 2 passes, and then we have a British one, which is 3 passes, and then we have the DoD's 3 passes slow, DoD 7 passes very slow, and then we also have the last one, which is 35 passes, which is extremely slow. Now, the Department of Defense, I'm not exactly sure if it's the 3-pass one or the 7-pass one that's really slow, but when we worked at the computer repair shop for a drive, and it kind of depends on how big the drive is, but the times to wipe the disks with the DoD ranged from about 5 hours to 7 or 8 hours. And if you have your operating system, or if you're getting rid of your computer or selling your computer, and you have PII information, tax information, bank information, credit card information, passwords on it, instead of just deleting that or resetting your computer, you would definitely want to do the DoD erasing pattern, because it will not be recovered. That's why the U.S. Department of Defense created these created these erasing patterns. So nothing, and this is what they use too, or they just destroy the hard drives. So no one can actually get them. The best way of erasing, I'm just going to click next for 1 past 0, and then you have to all caps erase, ERASE, slow erase all, and then click finish, yes, and then it's going to take some time for this, but yeah, so the best way of really getting rid of information on your hard drive, if you really want to get rid of it, is to physically destroy it. You can go crazy by hitting it with a hammer if you wanted to. The best way is to just, if it's a SSD, then just take it apart. It's the circuit board, and you just take 2 pliers and snap it in half a couple times. Make sure all is it 8 chips, I think? I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. Depending on the size, I don't know. Make sure those chips are broken in half. If it's an m.2, just snap it in half. Make sure those chips are broken. If it's a spinning hard drive, so a hard disk drive, HDD, then what you can do is, hit it with a hammer, shoot it with a gun, or you can, if you have the tools necessary, you can take it apart, and what you really only need to destroy is the spinning disks. So if you've never seen what a hard drive looks like on the inside, you can look up online, or you can think of it as a record player. So you have the record that is spinning around, and then you have I don't know what it's called because I don't know music, but the hand that is touching the record that is reading it. So you want to take those discs out, and it's just a disc. It looks like a mini CD, and you want to, because all your data is on those discs, just like a DVD or a compact disc or a CD, and you want to break it in half somehow. Hit it with a hammer a ton. Put a part of the trash in the recycling. Put the other part in the garbage. Let the garbage go out, and then put the rest of it in. Break it up to really make sure to make sure that no one can get your data. Now, this is the first. Now I'm just doing the quickest one, the first pass of, I think, zeros. I think. Don't quote me on it. But we can see, look, it's already formatting, and it's 6%. we haven't even gotten to erasing it. So what you're going to want to do is just let this sit for an hour or 2 hours or however long it takes. I don't know. I'm not going to have it sit here. I'm going to end the video soon. But once it's finished, it will say your disk has been wiped. So, make sure that you are clicking the correct disk, because once you start it, like it told you, type erase all. Once it's started, you're not getting it back. If it's these, like for example this one, yes, there's a chance that you could get the data back. Maybe not all of it, and probably a lot of it's corrupted already. But be very careful and make sure that you are choosing the correct drive. That's all I have to say for you for this part of the IT section of my YouTube security channel. There's some other IT videos like Windows Update Assistant. There's also security videos. I have check out the playlist to see all those videos. And thank you for watching. I know this video is kind of longer than I expected because it's you just do 5 clicks and then you're done. But I wanted to give you, if you're not aware, you don't know the process, I wanted to give you the full explanation of everything that's actually going on. So thank you.